welcome back to my channel. In this video I created this mustardy sort of smoky eye makeup look for you guys, and it was inspired by this photo on Instagram by Janice, and her Instagram is freaking amazing. Definitely check her out if you aren't following her already. And yeah, I was inspired by her sort of mustardy makeup look. I wanted to create my own, so I did that, and I used the Anastasia Subculture palette. I know you guys have been wanting a more like wearable makeup look using the palette, so I thought this would be perfect for that. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe down below if you are new to my channel. And with all that being said, let's just jump straight into the tutorial. So the first thing we're going to start off with, as always, is the eyes, and what I'm going to be doing to prime them is just grabbing my Kylie Cosmetics Skin Concealer. This is in the shade Stone, and once I buff it out, I'm just going to be setting it with my RCMA No Colour Powder. Okay, so now we're going into the Subculture eyeshadow palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I freaking love this palette. Honestly, I think I prefer it more than the Modern Renaissance palette, but I know a lot of people have mixed opinions and views on this, but you guys have seen me use this a couple times, and I'm going to be digging into this today to recreate a makeup look I did previously, which I did in my recent haul, and have a photo on Instagram. So I'm just going to go in for my transition shade with this shade here called Dawn, and I'm going to be using my Morphe E23 brush. And just look how pigmented that is just with one swipe. I honestly love these shadows so much. And now for the crease, I used this shade here called New Wave. It's like a mix between a yellow and an orange. It's sort of like a mustard colour. And I'm just going to apply that into my crease with my Morphe M441 brush. And now to just deepen up the crease, I'm going in with this shade Fudge and just applying it with my Morphe M433 brush. And just be super careful with this shade because it is a darker shade and they are so pigmented, so you don't want to make the eyeshadow look too dark and brown, because I want to keep it more like of a mustardy colour, which I think that's the mistake I did last time I did this makeup look. I think I went in with a bit too much of this Fudge shade, so just be super careful. See how much just went on? I'm just going to spread it onto both of the eyes. And just like apply it in my crease and on the outer half of my lid. Now I'm going back in with the first shade and brush I used to just help blend out that brown. And now I'm going back in with New Wave into the crease to bring back a bit of that mustardy colour. And now just with my flat shader brush, I'm just going to be picking up this shade Edge and applying it on my eyelids, and I'm going to be focusing it more on the inner half of my lid. And I'm basically just going to be applying it just by tapping it on. Okay, now back in with the first shade and brush again, the shade Dawn. I'm just going to blend out the crease. And now I'm just going to be going in with my Kat Von D Tattoo liner in the shade Trooper. And you can just use any black eyeliner you prefer. And I'm just going to do a wing. And now I'm just going to clean up the edges of my eyes just with a makeup wipe. And there we go. Now it's time to move on to the face. So what I'm going to be doing is starting off with primer. I always though moisturize my skin before I start my makeup. So before I even do my brows off camera, I always just prep my skin. So make sure you're already moisturized. If you're not already moisturized, you can do it now. Do it whenever you prefer. But now I'm going to be doing my primer. So for that I'm going to be using my favourite one, and this is the Smashbox Fade Finish Foundation Primer. I feel like it just smooths out and mattifies your face so well. So I'm just going to use this and just apply it with my fingers. I think I just want to keep this tutorial a bit more chill, you know, just chill out a bit more. It is seriously so cold today, that's why I'm wearing my hoodie instead of that t-shirt I actually wore when I did this makeup look originally. But I might put it on later for the intro and outro. I'll see how cold it is later, but it's so cold today. It's 18 degrees, and if you know me, you know I hate the cold. And now for foundation, I'm going to be going in with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Foundation, and this is in the shade 11 Vanilla. I love this foundation. It works so well. It just mattifies your face, and I know it just looks so good. But I do feel like this shade is a little bit too dark for me. But yeah, I do love it, and I'm just going to be applying it with my damp beauty blender. And seriously, like, a little bit goes a long way with this foundation, and I feel like it doesn't break apart on my nose either. And I do have some issues with that for other foundations, so it's good that this doesn't do that. And it is a drugstore foundation, so that is even better. You just want to make sure you blend it into your hairline and down your neck as well, so you don't have any foundation lines, and it all blends out. Especially if like the shade doesn't match you perfectly, you want to make sure you blend it out nicely so it doesn't look like it's the wrong shade. And now we're going to be moving on to concealer. It is actually a bit dirty, so don't mind that. But I'm going to be going in with my Kylie Cosmetics Skin Concealers. I'm going in with the shade Stone first to apply just underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, above my lips, and on my chin as well. You know, the usual places I always do it. And then I'm going to be going in with the shade Pearl, which is the lightest shade from the entire shade range. I'm just going to be applying this like under the eyes and a little bit on the bridge of my nose and on my chin, and like just right on the tip of my cupid's bow, just to lighten up those areas even more and highlight them a bit more. And I feel like using this concealer with this foundation, they work so well together. I definitely recommend. And I just like to feather it out here just to make it even easier to blend. Like, this concealer blends out so easily, but I feel like it just looks even more seamless when you just feather out the concealer. And now I'm just blending it out with my black damp beauty blender again. And see just how easily and seamlessly this blends. So good. Who else like always keeps their mouth open when blending out the concealer? Because I always do, and I feel like I look so ugly doing it, but it's whatever. Now I'm just going to be baking underneath my eyes with the RCMA Note Colour Powder. And just make sure you blend it out any creases underneath your eyes, so you don't want to set the creases. And I'm just baking the sides of my nose too, just makes your nose look more snatched. And just a little bit on my chin, because why not? And on my laugh lines as well. I've been doing this lately so they don't crease, because they often crease, and it actually helps baking them. And of course I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose to help bring more brightness in that area, again to help snatch the nose. There we go. Now, just while that's cooking and baking in the oven, I'm just going to be going in with my Australis Fresh and Flawless Pressed Powder. This is in the shade Nude, and I'm going to be setting the rest of my face with it using my Zoeva powder brush. And I'll just wipe away the bake on my chin and laugh lines when setting my face. Alright, and once the rest of my face is set, I go in with my Morphe M438 brush. This is just a really nice tapered brush, and I'm just going to wipe away all the bake. And just look how much brighter the under eyes look. Oh yeah. Okay, now we're moving on to contour, and for that I'm just going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette and picking up this middle shade. I think it's in the shade Fawn, And I'm just going to be contouring my nose first. And for that I'm just going to be using my Morphe M139 brush. And with my Morphe R5 brush, I'm just going to contour the rest of my face. And just to blend out the nose contour, I'm going back in with the brush I used to wipe away the bake before. And I'm just going to blend it out because there's usually still a bit of powder left over on here. And it just blends out the contour so perfectly. So now I'm moving on to bronzer. And I'm going to be going in with my favourite Benefit Hoola bronzer with my Morphe M177 brush. And just to blend out the bronzer, I'm going back in with my powder brush. Again, because there's usually still a little bit of powder left on it. And it just blends out the bronzer so well. And then for highlight, I'm just going to be going in with the Anastasia by Amrezy highlight. This is so amazing. And firstly, I'm going to be going in with my Morphe R36 brush. And I'm just going to be spraying... Sorry. And I'm just going to be spraying it with my Too Faced Peach Mist spray. This is actually a mattifying spray apparently, but I'm still going to use it anyway. It's still going to give us a super nice glow. But last time I did do this look, I used the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. So you can definitely use that instead. I just wanted to use this today. Oh my god, that spray smells so good. And I always bring it up on the side like this and then above my brow as well. This just lifts the brow a little bit more and of course just gives you more of a glow. And of course on my chin, because I like to glow everywhere. Probably put too much there, but that's okay. And then just with my ring finger, I'm just going to apply it on my nose. I love a little highlight here on the tip of the nose. I know not everyone likes that, but I love it and I always do it. And it looks so good in photos in my opinion. And then just down the bridge of my nose. And then of course on my Cupid's bow. Now you're glowing everywhere. Now for blush, I'm going in with my go-to Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the shade Seduce. If you watch my videos, you know I use this like so much. And I'm just applying it with the Morphe M530 brush. And now just again with my powder brush, I'm just going to blend that out a little bit to make sure they all blend seamlessly together. And then I'm just going to go back in just with my highlight brush to bring back a little bit of the highlight with anything left over on the brush. And I'm just going to be baking underneath the contour again with the RCMA powder. And I just go in from the top of my ear straight down. And I usually curve it here on the end. But I don't like really leave it on for long, so pretty much once it's applied, I wipe it off straight away. Okay, now we're back into the eyes, and now I'm just going to be going in with a pencil brush, and we're just going to be smoking out the lower lash line. So firstly, I'll be going in with the shade Fudge, and I'm just going to be applying this super closely to my lower lash line, and focusing most of it to the outer corner of the eye. And now just with the brush from the actual Subculture palette, I'm just going in with the shade New Wave, and just this side of the brush, and I'm just going to smoke out my lower lash line. And now I've just sprayed this little detail shader brush with that Too Faced spray again, and I'm going back in with my Amrezy highlight, and I'm just going to be highlighting the inner corners of my eyes and my brow bones. And of course just blending it out with my transition shade brush just to get rid of the harsh line. Okay, so we're almost done and we just have our lashes to do, but first I'm just going to spray my face with the Too Faced Peach Mist spray just to lock everything in. Feels so nice, and I love the little spray on this, and it smells so good too. And just want to make sure it sets and dries really nicely. Now I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. This eyelash curler I always use is from Lily Lashes, by the way, and it's actually really good. Not that my lashes stay curled or anything, but... And then just applying the L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes Feline mascara just to my top lashes for now. I don't stress too much about mascara when I'm applying falsies because you're not really going to see them anyway. And now just off camera, I'm going to be applying the Alka lashes in the style Monaco. I love these lashes and I do actually have a 10% off coupon code for them if you'd like. So it's just Martina10, all capitals, and I also put the link in the description box for these lashes. And it's not sponsored or anything, it's not an affiliate code, I don't get paid for, you know, whatever. I'm just hooking you guys up with some good lashes and a good discount code. And I'm just going to apply mascara to my bottom lashes. And then I'm just going to go in with like a cotton bud just to like brush on the ends so the lashes aren't too long and don't smudge under my eyes. And there we go, now we just have to do the lips. So first I'm just going in with the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Hazel. And I'm just going to line my lips and overline them as I always do. I'm just going to fill my lips in with the liner as well. And I'm just going to be going in with like the matching liquid lipstick, and it's just in the shade Hazel, again by Kylie Cosmetics. I like this lip colour for this look because I feel like it kind of has like a yellow undertone, so it ties in really nicely with the eyes. Okay, so this is the completed look. I would put the top on that I was originally wearing with this makeup look, but it's way too cold. I'm literally freezing and I'm already in a hoodie. But yeah, I hope you guys like this makeup look and this tutorial. If you do like it, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe down below if you are new to my channel. And make sure you also check out all my socials. They're always linked down below and at the start and end of my videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one.